Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Airline celebrate as Florida judge voids U.S. mask mandate for planes. Other travel. The Biden administration will no longer enforce a U.S. mask mandate on public transportation, after a federal judge in Florida ruled that directive was unlawful, overturning a key White House effort to reduce the spread of COVID-19. The decision by U.S. District Judge Kathryn Kimball Mizelle in Florida, an appointee of former President Donald Trump, also said the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, improperly failed to justify its decision and did not follow proper rulemaking. The White House said the court ruling meant that, for now, the mask order was not in effect at this time. This is obviously a disappointing decision, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki told reporters. The CDC is recommending wearing a mask on public transit. Recently, the CDC extended the mask mandate, which had been set to expire on April 18, until May 3, to allow more time to study COVID-19's BA.2 Omicron subvariant that is now responsible for the vast majority of cases in the U.S. That mandate required travelers to wear masks on airplanes, trains and in taxis, rideshare vehicles or when in transit hubs. Airlines welcomed Judge Mizelle's decision, saying they would no longer require passengers to wear masks. Effective immediately, masks are optional for all airport employees, crew members and customers inside U.S. airports and board aircraft, said Delta Airlines. We are relieved to see the U.S. mask mandate lift to facilitate global travel as COVID-19 has transitioned to an ordinary seasonal virus, it added. Despite the protection offered by vaccines, experts say COVID-19 infection can still result in serious illness or death, especially among older adults. World Health Organization head Tedros Ghebreyesus said last week that while COVID-19 cases were generally on the decline, people should continue wearing masks, especially in crowded, indoor spaces. The best way to protect yourself is to get vaccinated and boosted when recommended, Dr Ghebreyesus added. United Airlines said while passengers would not be required to wear a mask, it noted that the CDC continues to strongly recommend wearing a mask on public transit. The Association of Flight Attendants, the largest union of cabin crews in the U.S., has taken a neutral position on the mask rule because its members are divided about the issue. In New York, a spokesman for the Metropolitan Transportation Authority said the system was continuing to follow CDC guidelines and will review the Florida court order. The mask requirement for travelers was the target of months of lobbying from airlines, which sought to end it. They argued that effective air filters on modern planes made transmission of the virus during a flight highly unlikely. Republicans in Congress also fought to kill the mandate. CDC still discourages travel to Australia in her 59-page ruling. Judge Mizelle said the only remedy was to vacate the rule entirely because it would be impossible to end it for the limited group of people who objected to it in a lawsuit. Because our system does not permit agencies to act unlawfully, even in pursuit of desirable ends, the court declares unlawful and vacates the mask mandate, she wrote. Critics of the mandate seized on the fact that states have rolled back rules requiring masks in restaurants, stores and other indoor settings, and yet COVID-19 cases have fallen sharply since the Omicron variant peaked in mid-January. The CDC first issued a public health order requiring masks in interstate transportation in February 2021. In response, the Transportation Security Administration, TSA, issued a security directive to enforce the CDC order. The mask mandate changes come as the CDC revealed that it had dropped its do not travel COVID-19 recommendations for about 90 international destinations. Last week, the CDC said it was revising its travel recommendations and said it would reserve Level 4 travel health notices for special circumstances, such as rapidly escalating case trajectory or extremely high case counts. The countries and others regions dropped to Level 3, high, which still discourages travel by unvaccinated Americans, include Australia, the UK, France, Israel, Turkey, Greece, Hong Kong, Italy, Japan, South Korea, Spain and Russia. ABC Wires.